Abortion, an untold story. Nowadays, abortion is something that nobody really thinks about. We all lead such busy lives and rarely stop to think about something of this caliber. I want to take some time to talk about abortion and all of the aspects. This speech will be given to inform you about all the different aspects and sides of abortion. I will take an in-depth look at abortion, the different processes, and the different opinions on it. At the end of this speech, you will all have learned more about abortion and what it entitles. There is so much more to abortion that meets the eye. Abortion has become very common in the U.S. over the years, and the number of abortions will continue to grow rapidly. What is abortion? Abortion is the deliberate termination of a pregnancy. An abortion is usually performed for a few reasons. A woman may have an abortion because she does not want to have a baby, is not ready to provide for the child, or is not ready to be a mother. She may also have to get an abortion because it is a threat to her own life. There are a lot of women across the United States that have had or are going to have abortions. Pro-Life Across America states that over 1.3 million legal abortions occur in America each year. This quote shows that abortion is more common than most of us think. Now, let's look at this graph that I got from marriedcouple.com. This graph shows the abortion rate per 1,000 women. The lowest abortion rate that we had in the U.S. was in 1970 at 5,000 abortions. The highest was at 1980, which was 25,000. And the most recent abortion rate was 2010 at about 15,000 abortions. You may be asking yourself, how did abortion become legal? In 1973 trial of Roe v. Wade, the Supreme Court sanctioned a woman's right to choose to have an abortion. Basically, in this case, a single pregnant woman, Roe, challenged the Texas criminal abortion law. This law stated that it was illegal for a woman to have an abortion unless it was medically advised or to save a mother's life. According to James D. Agresti, this Democratic Party platform states that abortion should be generally legal. This supports the Supreme Court ruling of Roe v. Wade and supports the use of taxpayer funding to perform abortions. After this trial, abortion became legal for the most part. Now that you know what abortion is and how it became legal, let's talk about the processes of abortion. There are several ways that abortion is carried out. An abortion can be performed by taking medicines or by surgical procedures. Let's go more in depth in that. There are partial birth abortions, dilation and evacuation, and saline abortions. There are also several other processes aside from these. However, all three of these abortion processes are the most common. Now, you're probably wondering about how they decide which abortion process the woman undergoes. Well, there are several ways to decide this. Sometimes the procedures depend on how far along the pregnancy is. Also, it depends on the specific circumstances of the pregnancy and what the woman and doctors decide upon. Here are some interesting facts about these abortion processes. NRLC.org talks about when President Bush signed the Partial Birth Abortion Act into the law of on November 5th, 2003. This act made it illegal for anyone to have a partial birth abortion. This type of abortion process was banned because of the way it is carried out. Also, a D&C abortion is usually performed between 7 and 12 weeks of pregnancy. This was said by ProChoice.com. There are plenty of facts that one can learn about concerning the different processes of abortion, but let's move on. Abortion has always been, and probably always will be, a big fight or discussion between people in the world. There are several different sides and stances that people take toward abortion. Some people are for abortion and some people are against it. The individuals that are for abortion think it should be legal, and the ones that are not for abortion think it should be illegal. The debate over whether or not abortion should be a legal option, continued to divide Americans long after the U.S. Supreme Court's 7-2 decision on Roe v. Wade was declared the procedure a fundamental right in 1973. This information was given by abortionprocon.com. There are so many reasons why people are against or for abortion. We do not have time to list them all, so let's discuss a few. Some people believe that some of the naysayers of abortion are against it because of religious beliefs. Some think that the people who are for abortion do not classify the fetus as a living creature. Some people are neutral when it comes to abortion and are not for it or against it. So, in conclusion, abortion is a widely known thing these days and is more common than we think. Although a lot of people have heard of and know what abortion is, most of them do not know much about it. With our busy lives, we rarely stop to think about something of this caliber. There is a lot more to abortion than most people know. For example, Susan Dudley said that each year, almost half of all pregnancies among American women are unplanned. About half of these, 1.3 million each year, are ended in abortion. Also, there are several different types of abortion given, and that there are a lot of different opinions and sides on abortion. We talked about what abortion is and how it became legal. I also told you about the different processes of abortion and what they entitle. I hope that this speech has given each of you a more in-depth look into abortion and exactly what it entitles. Abortion has become very common in the United States over the years, and the number of abortions will continue to rapidly grow. I hope that all of you have been further educated on the subject of abortion and can leave here knowing more than what they came with. I hope that all of you have learned that there's so much more to abortion than meets the eye. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful day.
That was like 8 minutes, I think. That was 8 minutes?
That's it, you turn off.